Today we are going to be checking out the nicest car we have ever had here at Coyote Classics in our 16 years of business, and that is this 1970 Dodge Challenger RT, real RT 440 car. It undergone immaculate restoration. Nothing's perfect. This is about as close to perfect as you can get. Won numerous national awards, been in a lot of magazines. Just a fantastic car.
Yeah, if you go to our website, guys, Dalton went ahead and took a lot of pictures and stuff of the magazine information and all the awards that it's had, and that's coyoteclassics.com. But we're going to point out a few of those things to you right now today. So we have a complete flash drive of the whole restoration on this car. And we also have a photo book that goes through every little thing. And what I like here is he also made, I'm hoping you guys can see this, he also made comments on everything. But you have to go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. You can eat off this car anywhere. I mean, the paint on the bottom side of this car is as nice as the paint on the outside. So this car has been completely taken apart, piece by piece. Any rust, it's stripped to bare metal. Any rust that had was very professionally restored. And here's all our information on it, guys.
The cool thing about this car is, yeah, it's a real RT 440 car, but highly optioned too, factory air, just a lot of neat options. It's just a really cool car.
It definitely is. It's number, what, 60 out of 84 registered right now of the 70 RTs by Galen. As far as the book here, or as far as the other information that we have, like I said, we have some more inside, but just a little bit of information. It was on Muscle Machines Untouched, and the whole restoration process, the pictures, just a really nice documentary on this, like I said, one of the nicest 1970 Challengers in existence, is my opinion.
It's kind of cool because it started out as a father-son project. The guys bought it, for him and his son to restore, and he just kind of got extremely carried away with it and turned out to be one of the nicest Challengers in existence.
It's awesome, and I know there's always a nicer one out there somewhere, guys, but you're gonna look a long time to find one better than this. And obviously, with all the national show awards, first place, I mean, we're talking some big events too.
Good guy, East Coast, who's best of show.
Some all Chrysler shows too, big time Chrysler shows that it was best of show.
And all that stuff's on our website too. You gotta go look at that because that's pretty damn cool.
And the thing was, this car looks like it was done yesterday, but it was done quite a long time ago.
07, 08.
Wow, 13, 14 years ago it was restored, guys. Before you go ahead and pop that, you already did.
Too late.
All right.
I'll work with one hand here.
Engine runs awesome. As we go around here, guys, so you can just see the factory data tag, all the correct stickers. Motor runs awesome. The paint and stuff on the bottom side of the hood, again, just as nice as the rest of the car. I mean, the whole car is this way. Working air conditioning. All the correct numbered hoses.
And everything on this car he date-coded, even the original exhaust he kept and then had it refurbished. So pretty neat.
I'm gonna rev it up just a little bit, Dalton. Here's what it sounds, guys, coming out of the tailpipes at an idle. That 440 idles down really nicely and sounds awesome. And you can pop the hood anywhere at any show, and like I said, be super proud of this car. This is an absolutely show car. This is so nice, I don't even want to drive it.
No, exactly. We say we don't really have any trailer queens, but this is definitely a trailer queen.
Even how that hood just shuts and just clicks right into the right position right there.
And then I don't know if you pointed out on the hood too, but you know, you got your senior, you know, national first prize in 2012, a grand national winner in 2013.
Man, that's a pretty big accomplishment right there. All the chrome and stuff, guys, if it isn't original, he sent everything out to get re-chromed. It's not like we have a bunch of aftermarket chrome, and that's not the restoration that this had. I mean, this was one of those things, especially if you get on there and read the article, one of the things the restorer and owner of this car said is it would have been a heck of a lot easier if we just went ahead and did like...
Found correct part numbers, you know,
right.
correct parts.
He went to everything was date code, everything was correct, and he said it took him forever to find all that correct stuff, but he did it, and he did an awesome job. There's not a lot to point out on this car, guys. I mean, it's pretty much flawless.
Another thing neat is when the car they started with, you know, was a 45,000 mile, original car that they restored. I think it's got 47,000 or something like that on it now.
Yep. Back of the hood lines up beautifully. All the gaps here are awesome. Just a peek of the undercarriage. If you haven't had time to make it to our site.
The undercarriage is ridiculous on this car. You know, when you put it up on the hoist, you got to make sure you got rags on it. You know, 'cause it's just.
But that's the kind of car that I mean, that everyone likes. I mean, something that's just so freaking beautiful. I mean, you can still drive it. I mean, heck, the car's been restored 13, 14 years ago. It's been driven some. Vinyl, the new vinyl top that they did is done super professional as well. No imperfections anywhere in that vinyl top. The back package tray in the top of the back seat's perfect. As we go in here in the trunk, and that's remarkable as well. Got the correct markings and stuff, and that's pretty much all over the car. All the bottom side of the car's got all the correct little markings on it as well. Yeah, let's show them that here. I mean, the paint on the trunk floor has all been, looks like that's been wet sanded and buffed as well. All I can really just say is wow.
Yeah, there's nothing, like I said, nothing's perfect but the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but this Challenger's pretty close.
Yeah, it definitely is. There's really not anything to say. I don't want to keep saying it's perfect, it's excellent. So we're just going to shut up and just let you look at the car. When they did the seats, they did such a nice job. I mean, how tight everything is. I mean, if you look at the seats and the bolsters and everything, just, there's not a wrinkle in it. And here, all the plastic that comes in and the screws, just all the little stuff in a restoration that you just don't think about is just so pristine on this car.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Anyway, if you're looking for a 70 Challenger, yeah, this car is quite a bit of money, but it's quite a bit of car. So if you're looking for one of the best out there, this has got to be pretty close to the best.
And the neat thing is, like you said, it was restored so long ago, and it won some awards for, you know, best kept restoration as well.
Cool. Got, I didn't even look in here. Some cool information here too. Look at that too, D. Inside the glove box, I mean, even look how nicely that's restored. Put that back in there. The dash pad. I mean, look at all the stitching and stuff on that dash pad. I mean, it's just, it's amazing. Still has the steering column locking instructions. It's got the little engine start information over here as well. The console wood grain is like brand new. Carpet all tucked in there. And even during the restoration pictures, guys, I mean, all of this, everything is pristine. Underneath the carpet, the floors are all painted blue on the bottom side as well. As far as the back goes, the tail lights are mint. Bumpers chrome.
Look up and down the sides too.
We just got done driving a 73 Resto Mod Black Challenger, and that was super fun. You'll have to check that one out too. That car has got a ton of power, and but that's just a little small block. This 440's got way more horsepower, and if a guy wanted to get on it, which we're not going to on this one, yeah, I know it's got a ton of power. You'd have a lot of fun.
Yeah, like I said, this one, I get a little nervous driving it or moving it around a lot. So we're gonna take it easy on the old Challenger today.
Even the VIN sticker here and all the stickers on the door, I mean, are just pristine. Before I hand this over to Dalt, the clock works, all of our gauges work. The car's got 49,579 actual miles. AC works, heater works.
Original radio works as well.
I think I had it on station.
So when Google is going up in price.
Once you find an AM station anymore, but.
It's cool it's got the rear speaker too. That's how that's an option back then.
Yeah, it was a highly optioned car.
Cold engine, all the information on that, on the starting. Just is so freaking clean, man.
The ashtray, how that was all done. You know, just.
You really have to see this car in person to believe the quality. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna go ahead and roll your windows up back there. It's got the day-night mirror, and that's in excellent shape as well. Now we had it running for a little bit, just kind of let you know it was warmed up, and we just hit the key, didn't pump it, nothing. Just the carburetor set great. It's idling at about 600 RPM right now. Go ahead and turn that AC on. As far as our oil pressure gauge works, Dalton, temperature gauge works, alternator gauge works, gas gauge works, tach works, speedometer works. I mean, everything works on it. All roll up and down super nice. And the steering wheel, I mean, you just take things for granted. This car, and I did drive it once, guys, the other day, and it just feels like you just stepped back in time into 1970 and you're driving this thing off the lot. I mean, just the way the steering wheel feels, the way everything looks.
Yeah. And that was the point of the restoration, you know, when you talk about using everything, you know, date code correct, you know, every little part, you know, you're gonna get a car like that. And it is kind of insanity, like the restorer said.
How do you even get it together like this to have everything just so pristine? You know what I mean? Without chipping it or.
It's a whole different kind of car.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. This 440's had so much torque in these little Challengers and Cudas. You know, a freaking lot of cubic inch in a small car.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think of her?
I love it. Like you said, it just feels like
75 mile an hour right there. That's just the difference of bone stock, like, you know, stock. It's just so quiet. Even in here, there's no wind noise. Kickdown works perfectly. Shifts back up into third at 80. Here's our steering wheel, one finger, no hands on the wheel.
Car kind of blew me away.
Guys, the car's absolutely remarkable. The brakes work perfect, no pull left or right. The steering is nice and tight. You're talking about a awesomely restored 49,000 original mile 440 RT Challenger.
Yeah, with air conditioning.
Yeah.
All right, enough said, guys. Go on our website and check this thing out. Check all the awards it's won. I got every article or picture of that article on the website, so you can go through and read that. Really neat story on this car. Check it out, coyoteclassics.com.